Hey everybody, it's Jaya.
And Ian.
And we're doing a 52-week YouTube sex life makeover thing. So be sure to go check out our videos. We are well deep into it. We're like probably 3/4 of the way through.
We give you chunks of things to work on in, like 10-week sections and 5-week sections. So it's little bites and pieces that are going to make your sex life hot and juicy and fulfilling and
yummy.
Frequent.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. So today I wanted to talk about 3 things that really hold women back from opening up sexually. So those 3 things that I see most often are trust, inability to trust, fear, and shame. And really what's at the core of both the trust and fear thing is actually shame. So let's talk just a little bit about trust. So in order for a woman's body to completely open, to completely surrender, she has to trust fully. And that means she has to trust her partner, meaning that her partner is going to protect her partner is going to keep her sexual secrets. If she's really wanting to open up and share some things that might be like way out of her box or something she's never tried, she needs to be able to trust that her confidentiality, her vulnerability is safe with you. And her body needs to be able to trust that you know what you're doing with it, that you feel confident, that you're going to take
trust,
her.
Right?
Yes. So there's the psychological trust of my secrets are safe. Mm-hmm. And there's the physical trust of my body can go, he knows what he's doing, or she knows what he's doing, depending upon if you
And also in there
sex.
is respecting her boundaries. She needs to know that her boundaries are going to be respected, where she says a no is a no, and you'll hear it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The next thing is fear. So fear of, and this ties into this shame. These 2 are so tied together. Fear of, if I open sexually, am I going to be hurt? Am I going to be taken advantage of? If I walk down the street in my sexual openness and radiance, is somebody going to misunderstand that and take advantage of it?
Or judge it.
Say that I'm bad or wrong for having that experience of my sexual aliveness and radiance and juiciness. I mean, even here on YouTube, there's people who judge us because we're talking about this topic. So,
another one that we hear when people talk about opening up to that is like, I'm going to become an unsatiable nymphomaniac. You won't be able to stop me from having sex.
And that's the shame piece. So we talked about the trust, the fear, and the shame piece. And sometimes the fear is that I can't trust myself, that I'm going to not just go crazy if I open up sexually. I'm going to just go want. It's going to be insatiable. Or I can't trust that if I learn about sexuality, or I start exploring sexuality, or open sexually, and I get freely expressed, that then I'm going to be a whore. Then I'm going to be the bad mother. I'm going to be...
or I'll lose my friends. I'll lose my community. I'll lose my support. Maybe you're in a committed relationship and you haven't had sexual expression. So what are they going to think of you? And then you've got a whole system of your life that's built around that. And this huge fear of like, if I really open up and express, it's all going to fall apart.
Right. So I want you to know that your sexuality is so important. And if you value your freedom of expression, your pleasure, really being radiant and alive, and you're struggling with, okay, if I really own my sexual power, if I really unleash my feminine radiance into the world and I walk in the world in this powerful way, what's going to happen? And if you start having an I am story, this is what I want you to explore, is what is your story around that? If I let my sexual expression out, if I open fully sexually, this is what's going to happen. And so I want your assignment this week is to write the story. What will happen if you fully let your aliveness, your sexual expression, your freedom out? What's going to happen? Maybe it's all good stuff in your story. That would be awesome. But maybe there's some other stuff there. And so I want you to explore that. And if there I am statements, to know that that is shame speaking. If they're, I'm going to do bad things, that's guilt speaking. And it's really important to know the difference. If you want to check out a little bit more about stories, you might want to check out Brene Brown's book, Rising Strong. She talks about the power of your story and really writing it out and really examining, what's going on in this story. And is there truth here? Or like asking questions and getting really curious. So I want you to get curious about your story this week.
Excellent. Brene Brown's also great about distinguishing shame from guilt. If you don't know that distinction, like Jai's pointing to, very powerful.
All right. Like to subscribe. Let us know how things are going down below. And until next time, fill your life with pleasure.